All right, Kyle. From viewer to subscriber to video personality, how does it feel?
Just remember, Sidney Fiero, whenever that comment's made.
Yeah, you moonlighting is Sidney over there. Hey, that threw me for a loop for a while.
Sidney Fiero?
I told you. Remember, I was
What's the Sidney?
Sidney was my dog. When we lived in Atlanta, our dog's name was Sidney.
Well, you want to explain what's going on?
So yeah, what we're doing here is when they put the car together the first time, the fits to the door were about 2 inches low at the back. So anytime you build one of these vehicles, obviously the quarter panel can't change. So you've got to get the door set to the quarter, then set the fender to the door. And I think they got excited about seeing the cool looking front end and put that on first and made a train wreck.
Okay. So now we're just gonna hang this?
Yeah.
Who built these doors? They're heavy.
It's called metal.
How's the videography job over there?
You're doing a great job.
Close the door this way. There you go. All right.
So
cover from above.
the most important
There we go.
tool in this entire process is a rolly chair. You need an office chair that's falling apart, and then you're well on your way to fitting things. So this is the sad thing I've learned.
Look at him work that wrench. Like I said, whenever I've taken the door off, I just use a jack and a piece of wood and just, you know, so I kind of steady it from going, yeah, and then the jack's holding all the weight.
You don't just use a collar?
No, I didn't. I wouldn't have trusted a Colin.
You sure you've done this before?
So they have retapped the 5/16 18 holes to 3/8 16 and used these non-self-finding bolts.
So much for your all original, Ken.
So you got to have the bolts lined up perfect.
All right, so now let's snug up the hinge.
Okay.
I'm gonna hold it. Let's take the upper
here you
hinge all the way up.
What are you doing? Explain. Explain instead of doing.
I can't reach.
Oh shit! All right, can't reach.
Look, they didn't.
Yeah, open it
You need
further.
to, you're trying to get to Milwaukee?
Yeah.
But he needs everything.
Oh, okay.
Do you need? I can't remember. I think they're 1/2 inch. Okay, here you go. All right, so we're gonna take the hinge all the way up
Why?
for it to set the door, kick up as high as we can to start with,
And it'll
then we'll
sag.
work our way back down.
Okay. Is that because the door was sagging originally? So they started at the highest point?
The door was sagging 2 inches originally. So
Yeah. So my point is so you've taken it all apart.
it was also really twisted this way, so it was driving the seal into the roof really hard.
But what I'm asking, right? Ooh, watch that edge. What I'm asking is, if it was the opposite, if the door was sitting high, would you start at the lowest position and then work it up?
I'd still start high.
So you always start high.
Always start high.
So if you're trying to set fitments, you always start high and work down.
Gravity.
We need to tighten the bolts in the door.
Okay.
The bottom hinge.
What happened? Hold on. What happened?
It's touching the door to the quarter, and we think we've got it as far forward as we can go. So we might be in trouble. We might have to get creative.
How big is the gap supposed to be? Just uniform?
I mean,
Is that all you're looking for? Because that doesn't look bad.
it doesn't. But normally, a gap on a car like this would be about that wide, about 1/4 of an inch.
Okay.
That's like 1/8 of an inch.
Yeah.
To your point,
It's still low though, isn't it?
It's not awful, but
I feel like on most stuff we do, I
actually-
thought it was all about just making it uniform.
so those bolts you're messing with right there, we're gonna loosen it up and come out just a tiny skosh.
Hey, this is gonna get real bad real quick. So here's what I need you to do: just put this on your head for a second,
Okay.
and I'm gonna go get the work license.
All right, so I'm looking at this. So we're just a little tiny bit more in at the bottom than the top now. So we want to loosen Two of the three up top? Or do we still only have, no, this way. Do we only have one tight right now?
At the bottom, there's only one tight.
No, I mean on the top. Does the top got only one tight?
No, it's got two tight.
Okay, loosen one of them. And then the bottom, go ahead and loosen it up, and I'm gonna twist it just a skosh. Okay, tighten it. And then tighten the other two. So now the door is as flush as it's gonna get. The line is even, but man, it's only 1/8 of an inch. All right, here we go. Watch the, hi me.
Went right up under it.
Oh.
What? No striker. You looking for a striker? or what?
Yeah.
Okay.
I tried to shut it and there's no striker. All right, let me put a striker in here, Bubskis. Whoa. Now we gotta try to fix this part. One thing at a time. Then so we make this to where it's not sloppy, but not tight yet. So hopefully.
Wow, that sounded good.
Then we'll try to flush it up a little bit. Take it loose. Okay.
So it was snug but not tight.
It used to
Snug
go
but
clang.
not tight. Okay, hold that for a second.
I told him it sounded like
Now.
you know how
Wait,
that
let me
great
have it
big
for just a
door
second.
at Alcatraz used to sound.
Since I was
Okay,
shaking a
okay.
little bit, we gotta shut it again, see if it works.
Watch out,
It
watch out.
needs a new bushing,
Yes.
but we can always readjust it.
That's
Papa, I need to stay
Music.
Hey, now you're gonna take that chrome strip off the door because they angled it wrong. It runs uphill.
That's okay. That's okay.
Oh, you're right.
They angled it to the old fitment, not the current one.
Mm-hmm.
A few moments later.
Much better fitment. Gaps are uniform. Everything is flush. Hey everybody, Shane here. Just wanted to take a quick time out to say if you're learning anything or you're enjoying the videos, please hit that like button below. It really helps get the videos out in front of more people and grow the channel. If you're liking any of the builds that we're working on, feel free to subscribe, follow along. We're always looking for ideas on what we can do with these things, so throw them in the comments section, and we'll definitely be looking that over and communicating with anybody in there. Thanks for watching and enjoy the video.